Looking out at the window, staring up at the sky. They tell us life has a meaning, but I'm wondering why. We use the stars to show us the way. We're searching for answers every day. Every day, we use the stars.
Can you tell us a little bit about Voodoo Trash for those who haven't heard of you guys?
We're sort of a dubsteppy, dancey, drum and bassy,
violin-y,
grimy,
singy, dark,
yeah,
electronic,
uplifting,
downlifting
band.
Where did you get your awesome name from?
Well, let me take you back a few years where me and Matt were looking for a band name. I wanted something dark, so I picked the word voodoo, and I let Matt follow up with another word to follow that. And after a few weeks of deliberation,
Careful thought,
yeah,
sleepless nights,
throwing darts at a dictionary.
So we actually set fire to a dictionary, and the only word left was the word trash, and we knew it was right. So,
yeah, we weren't smoking by rubbish bins.
A lot of people refer to you as a dubstep version of N-Dubs, would you agree?
Not really.
I'm being phaser, you can be dappy.
Ah, alright then. No, they're quite poppy, aren't they? I mean, I don't think we're really sort of pop music as such. We don't strive to not be, but it's just not really in our makeup, so I don't know. We don't. I like to think a few of our tunes have a little bit more depth, a little bit more creativity, but then I might be wrong.
And they make more money.
Yeah, the kids like them. Yeah, they do make a lot more money. They make money, which means they make more money than us.
If you hadn't eaten for a week and you were starving, how far would you go for the world's last biscuit?
As long as it's not a soggy
I was going to say that. How far would I go? I'd go all the way.
Yeah, all the way for a biscuit. Huh? Wait, is this a physical question, or are you talking about distance? Or would I kill a man over a biscuit? So
Well, what extent would you go to?
Yeah, I'd kill. It was the last biscuit.
Well, I'd kill as well.
Yeah, I'd kill him.
What genre would you say that you guys fall under?
Electro rap step. We're the only electro rap step band out there, so.
It's cool, it's very unique.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about Mr. Voodoo. Is he here to say hi today, or?
He's not here today,
He's not
actually.
here.
No, I called him earlier, but he wasn't answering his phone. Called the Voodoo line, but nothing. He wasn't answering yesterday either. But he does travel around the world, so for all we know, he's sunning himself down in Malaysia or something.
Who knows where he's
now.
going to pop up?
Yeah, that's the thing about Mr. Voodoo. He's quite an enigmatic character. You never know what he's going to do next.
Just for people who don't know who Mr. Voodoo is, who is Mr. Voodoo?
He's the band mascot.
Yeah, he's our mascot. He's the embodiment of Voodoo Trash in an anthropomorphic form.
Everything that's right and wrong about us.
Yeah, he embodies that in a big Hessian sack.
I love your new CD. Where does your inspiration come from?
Well, we had quite a few tracks, but because our singer was leaving and it was going to be the last album with her, we decided to call it She's Gone, and the artwork reflects that. So we just decided all the songs with her in it, or, you know, not all the songs, but all the best songs with her in it, we thought we'd put on that album just as a fitting farewell, and, you know, good luck to her.
Yeah, inspiration wise, just whatever we're feeling at the time we write a song, I say to Matt, give me a chorus, and I'll make him sing one on the spot, and then we work from there.
Yeah.
But it's generally the feelings we're feeling.
Well, sometimes we'll be working on a tune and be going nowhere, but we'll be like, but actually that bass line's sick. So we'll just rip that bass line out and just start from scratch working it around that. You know what I mean? Just find the best part of what we've got and then build around that. So it's just quite organic in that respect, that the tunes sort of manage to grow themselves without us having to put too much work into it.
Okay, if you could be any animal in the world, what would it be and why? You knew this one was coming.
Yeah, I know, but I forgot. You want to go first?
I'd be a fox. That way I could be the slyest creature on the streets.
Nice.
Nice.
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, what kills foxes?
Hounds.
Yeah, I'll be a hound. Yeah, I want to be a dog. Big dog.
Is there any reason?
I don't know. Dogs are cool, aren't they? They're quite intelligent, they get along with people. They pretty much do what they want. They're loyal. They don't, you know,
So
they don't
loyal.
shy away
So
from
loyal,
fight.
you want to kill me?
Yeah, but you're a fox. They're loyal to people. Yeah, I think that pretty much describes me.
And what advice would you
Shaggy.
give to other aspiring artists like yourselves?
Work, practice.
If you don't get anywhere in a year, then you shouldn't be expecting that. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people, especially kids coming up, think that after like 10 minutes, that's it, they're going to be famous. And if you're doing it to try and get famous or something like that, then you're not going to get anywhere, because there's got to be a passion, you know? Yeah. So just keep going for it. Write stuff that you love. Don't try and write stuff that you think other people are going to like, you know, because that will come across in the music. It will sound hollow, you know? Just work hard, make stuff that you want to make, and don't do it for any reason other than you want to make the music.
Yeah, and you're having fun.
And if that's the case, then, you know, maybe things will keep working out for you anyway. Yeah, don't be discouraged.
You know your album covers. Who does your illustration for your album covers?
That's
my housemate, Rich Boateng. creakyfloorboard.co.uk. You owe me a free one now, Rich.
It's got portfolios up there. It's got some wicked artwork. He's a very talented guy.
Definitely.
He charges us, you know, but we don't mind.
But it's really cool stuff actually. It's really dark, but I love it. It's very different.
He's a dark guy, but he's a cool guy, you know.
We're Voodoo Trash. Shout out to yeahworld.co.uk. Holding it down for Hackney and the rest of London.
She felt empty when mama died, but she didn't run and hide. She sought to fill that gap, fill that hole, fill that time. So she read online, found a forum that said a line like,
at star signposts we use the stars to guide.
astrology, tarot cards, numerology, zodiac following, still no wallowing. Tea leaves, medium meeting, she's believing whatever she's reading, just to sheath all these feelings of being lost and needy. She's found a higher force now when this